Alright. So, this particular video that we're doing right now was recorded live on Twitch at OED Entertainment. Twitch.oed Entertainment. Whatever it is. You guys. is Yeah. Anyways. So, this particular one was recorded live. What we're going to be doing in this one is called the test hypothesis. This is a continuation of the test that we did in the last episode. So I'm curious to see how this went. For those of you who watched that video, my word was order in the last one. So let's see what my word is going to be this time around. So let's load this up here. And let's see what this is all about. The test hypothesis. Alright. This should prove to be interesting. Because I kind of like the other game. Alright. Hopefully. Okay. Alright. Give me a couple seconds. I'll be right back. I have to go do something real quick, and then I'll be right back, okay? Alright. Gotta get my gloves on. Can't record a video without my gloves on, right? This should be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to this. So I'm curious at how, like, the difference in all this is. And do they have, like, a storyline added to it this time that we don't know about? Alright. So, it looks like... I'm going to turn the desktop down just a little bit. No. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. Alright. So, just a reminder to everyone. This was recorded live at twitch.tv/OED Entertainment. I figured it out this time. But anyway, let's get into this and let's see what this one's all about. I'm actually kind of really excited about this one. I'm curious to see how this one plays out. Oh, I lost my keys. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. New game. Before experiencing the test hypothesis rising, it is highly recommended that you play its prequel, The Test, before venturing into this experience. We did that already. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you played The Test first, and this examination will also make a bit more sense, as it carries on from where the last examination left off. I would like to urge you to go and play The Test now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the game, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the test in order they were meant to be taken in. So this is the second game, so far we're doing good. Would you like to close this game now so you can have the opportunity to play the test first? You will not get a chance to exit the game until the experience is over if you choose to continue now. I've already played the test. You all saw me edit it live. Wonderful news! We can continue. Hello, and welcome to my office. It's truly a pleasure to see you here today. Please excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. Now, I don't want to take up too much of your time with blibber blabber and nonsensical speak, so I'll just get straight to the point. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves life's tough questions. There's one question in particular I'd like you to ask yourself. Are you happy? And when I say happy, I don't mean content. Being content is great, but it's not the same as being happy. I want to help you. I want to inspire you to be the best that you can be. I want to inspire you to be the happiest version of yourself. I want to see you grow inside and out. Now, how do we accomplish this, you might be asking? Good question. Allow me to explain. I am going to ask you a series of questions, and you are going to answer them with 100% entire honesty. And when I say 100% entire honesty, I mean 100% entire honesty. Think about it. You do want to be happy, don't you? You wouldn't want to do something so bold as to tempt fate by lying, would you? Just remember, if you lie, the only person you're lying to is yourself. The only person who will suffer from this is you. And believe me, you will suffer. Not to mention the fact that whether you tell the truth or not, I'll know. But that's another story. Let's be moving on, shall we? We've wasted enough time explaining what we're going to be doing. Just remember, we all want to be good people. We all want to give the answers that we feel lend the most desirable human traits within ourselves. But sometimes, good people do bad things. And sometimes, we don't always have desirable traits as humans. I cannot express enough just how important it is to be truly honest while answering these questions, no matter how uncomfortable the truth may make you. Now, it's time to get into the real meat of this experience. It's time for you to get the advice that you deserve. As you read questions and scenarios during this process, I want you to create your own circumstances and build your own bridges to arrive at the best answer that best suits your own psyche. If you've never experienced a scenario being asked of you, then simply imagine that you have and try to assume how you might feel in that situation. I'd like to invite you to pour a glass of water, sit back, and relax as we unfold your fate and the secret to overcoming the next hurdle in your life. We're going to start with some basic, easy questions. And here we go. So this is already starting to make me nervous. I mean, I'm kind of curious if this one's going to be more like diving deeper. It always kind of reminds me of that game show that I watched someone playing one time where they had a person take a polygraph test and then they had to answer truth or lie. And the deeper they went, the more personal those questions got. I have a feeling that this game is going to get even deeper into the personal side of things. But let's see where it takes us, shall we? If you answer these questions twice, your advice may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about many different variables. Many different factors are at play here, including the amount of time taken to answer proposed questions. With that being said, it's far more important to actually take your time and think about how honest of an answer you're giving, because you give it. Whatever you do not rush the process. Time is your best friend here. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Do you feel uncomfortable right now? Well, I did mention that I have a feeling it's going to go deeper, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the questions she or he or they are going to answer. So yes, I do feel a little uncomfortable right now. Are you nervous? A little bit. Yes, I am. Because like I said in the previous question, I'm not sure how deep they're gonna go. Do you feel cold? No. Do you feel sad? No. Have you ever hurt someone because you were hurting, even though they didn't deserve it? Have I hurt someone because I was hurting? I honestly don't know if I have. You know what? I think I did. Because there was this one time, and I'm sure she remembers this because otherwise she wouldn't have been saying what she's been saying. This has to do between me and my mother. So one time, I don't remember why, but I was upset about my mother about something, and I went ahead and I started writing a letter out to her. I was writing on the computer. I was mad. She came into the room. She saw it, and I think she realized that it was a hate letter. And I mean, she played it off as like, no apology, stuff like that. But I believe that may have kind of gotten to her. But anyways, and I didn't even care. I didn't try turning off the monitor or anything like that. So yes, I think I did. Do you crave acceptance by others? Do I? I mean, honestly, I don't think I do. I mean, I do like the streaming and the YouTube and stuff like that, but I don't do it in the regards of like you guys are going to accept me or anything like that. So honestly, I don't think I do. No. Have you ever lost a loved one? Yes, I have. Do you know what heartbreak feels like? I wish I didn't, but yes, I do. I mean, if you watched the previous one, you heard about my scammer girls. I didn't go into depth about it, but yeah. Do you believe in demons? You know what? If the next question's angels, I'm gonna have to change my answer and say yes. See, now this is where I think the thing lies, because I contradicted myself here. Do you believe in curses? No. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? I'm gonna say no, because I think in order to be spiritual, you'd have to be like following your religion exactly to the letter. And I don't do that by any means of the word, so no. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. If there was undeniable proof that a ghost was haunting you, would you continue to live in your home? I guess it would all depend on the ghost. I mean, supposedly my parents have said, my mother specifically and my sister have said they have heard of ghosts living in our house, and we've never left. So yeah, I think I would, to be honest with you. Have you ever seen an object mysteriously move without being touched? No. Do you believe that it's possible for a game to summon supernatural force into your life without you knowing it? I'm going to say no. Would you like to make more friends? Yeah, sure, why not? Who wouldn't want to make more friends? Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I'm getting the kind of feeling that this game is kind of like going around, is going to ask you the same questions again. Because I said in the last game, I think she knew that I was lying with the demon one. She's like, Because if you remember in the previous game, I said, no, I didn't believe, so I had to say yes this time. I mean, because if you believe in angels, you have to believe in demons too. So, yeah. Yes. Do you feel lonely? At this moment in time, no, I don't feel lonely, actually. Talk to me. What the hell was that? Do you make friends easily? I feel like I do, actually. Do you tend to avoid drama where possible? Yes. Have you ever had a near-death experience? Yes, I have. I mean, it wasn't like a near-death experience in the way you would probably think of it, but my near-death experience was when I was in 2003. My kidney was slowly failing throughout that year. Hello there. Second. Hello there. How you doing? We're doing a test. We're doing a test live for YouTube, which I'm going to post on the channel later. So if I ignore anybody, I'm sorry. But getting back to what I was saying. Yes, I have had a near-death experience. Because like I said, when I was 19, my kidney was slowly failing. And then by the time graduation had come, it had finally gotten to a point where I was having a lot of chest pains. So I had to go to the hospital. And at the time, they were just going to write it off as like heartburn and stuff like that. They were going to give me some antacids or something like that, and they were going to call it a day. But this person had me take like some blood tests and stuff, and then we found out that the poison in my blood had reached to levels to a point where I should have been in a coma, basically. So, and if it had gone any longer than it had, they said that if I had waited one more week, I would have died. So yes, I have had near-death experience. Do you like horror movies? No, not really. This is all very interesting. Have you played the test? I sure have. That's the spirit. Yes! Have you played the horoscope? Aren't I playing the horoscope now? Wait a minute, you're making me question myself here. No, I have not played that. No, I haven't played the horoscope. Sorry, I screwed it up. No. Give it a whack. I'm totally not biased or anything. Do you watch porn? Why you gotta call me out like that again? First you called me out with the masturbation, and now you're calling me out with this? Okay, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a hard worker? Yes. Do you have a low opinion of yourself? I want to say I probably would have back in the day, but right now, no, I actually kind of don't, so no. Would you consider yourself to be a confident person? I feel like if you're streaming and doing stuff for YouTube, you would have to be confident to some degree, so yes. Would you help an old lady cross the street even if you were running late for an appointment? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hells to the yes, I would. Would you kill all of your neighbor's pets just to save one of your own? Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't think I would actively go out and trying to kill them, but I definitely wouldn't be afraid of hurting them. No. No, I don't think I would. But again, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't be willing to hurt them to get them away from my pet if they were attacking them. Have you ever tried to smother yourself with a pillow to see if you could actually suffocate yourself? I mean, I've never actually done it. I mean, I've done it. I mean, I've done like this, but I've never done it to suffocate myself, because you can get air through the pillow, for crying out loud. It may not be the best air, but you're still getting air, so no. No. Have you ever been caught dancing when you thought no one was watching? I'm going to give that a possibility. I'm going to say yes. Have you ever tried to roll your eyes back so far just to see if they'd really get stuck? No, I don't think I have. I mean, I've tried pulling my eyes back, but, I mean, my eyes only don't go that far, so my eyes are about as flexible as I am. No. Have you ever played a practical joke that you regret pulling on someone? Not really much for practical jokes, so I'm going to say no to that one. Are you streaming? How did you know? Yes, I actually am. Oh, she says hi to you guys. Hello there, audience. Are you recording this game? Why? Yes, actually I am. If I told you that I was watching you play this game right now, would you believe me? God, I think anything could be possible at this point. The only way I would believe you is if you wrote something in my chat right now and told me that. Otherwise, no, I don't believe you. But it could be... I'm going to say yes. If you left a comment for me at any point in time, I've read your words. Does this bother you? No, because that was the whole point of it, this thing. If you left a comment for me, does it make you feel positive that I paid attention to what you've taken the time to write? I didn't really write much, so no. Yeah, okay, I'll believe you. Do you understand that no matter what, I appreciate you? Aw, that's awful sweet of you. I'm gonna give you a solid yes for that one. I really do. Aw, you're making me blush a little here. Are you afraid of snakes? No. I used to have them wrapped up in my arms all the time. Good God. I literally when my mother was working for the pet store, I would take the snakes out and I would let them wrap themselves around. I would have a snake bracelet the whole day. Literally. I would have a snake bracelet. It would be wrapped around my wrist, just like this. It would have wrapped, I would have it, it would wrap itself around, like, around the palm. It would wrap itself down my wrist and stuff. And I would have, it would be wrapped up kind of like that. And I would have that for the entire time. Mom's like, you know they're trying to suffocate you, right? And I'm like, no. I mean, because you don't feel them squeezing or anything like that, but you can feel them kind of being hard to remove when you do, so I guess the possibility of that, but I'm not afraid of snakes, no. Do you believe in magic? Yes, and I hope you do. Have you cried in the last month? Have I? No, in February I did not cry. Do you have a hero? I'm going to say yes. Do you typically learn from your mistakes? Yes. Do you enjoy outdoor activities? I work outside for a living, so... But, to be fair, though, I do not enjoy doing anything in the winter. If I had my choice, I would be inside all winter long, because I hate the winter. And anyone who's in chat right now who loves winter, screw you. But you're not changing my mind on that one. But yes, I do enjoy outdoor activities. It's not during the winter. Would you consider yourself to be lazy? Yeah. Do you sometimes find it difficult to stay motivated? Yeah. Do you put the needs of others before yourself? Yes. Sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie. Would your family and friends describe you as kind? So I've been told. Have you ever cheated in a relationship? I've never been in a relationship that was actually a real relationship anyway, so no. As I've said in the past, they're all scammer girls. They don't count. No. Have you ever been cheated on? Probably yes. Would you consider yourself to be judgmental? I'm going to say no. I see, says the blind man as he picks up his hammer and saw. Are you a hero to someone else? If I am, I don't know about it. I'm going to say no. Do you love animals? Yes, I do. Have you ever had a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them with a super like just to make shit real awkward? You ever found a family member on Tinder and wanted to hit them? No. None of my family does the dating apps and stuff. No. Yeah. Me neither. Do you enjoy drinking alcohol? Absolutely not. Are you intoxicated right now? No, I am not. Well, that makes one of us. Do you like the phrase sneaky snake? Surprisingly enough, yes, I actually do like that phrase. Are these questions a bit strange to you? Honestly, they're not as strange as I thought they would be, so no. Do you have a vivid imagination? Sometimes, yes, I do. Do you feel uncomfortable in large social settings? I'm going to say no, I don't feel uncomfortable. I just don't like being in that particular setting. Would you consider yourself to be antisocial? No. What is that in the back there? In the back it says help. Has that always been there, or am I just noticing that now? Interesting. Do you hold a grudge for long periods of time? No, I don't. Have you ever urinated in public? Yes. Yes, I have. Do you like pineapple on your pizza? No. Would you consider yourself to be selfish? I'm gonna say no, because I don't... Yeah, no. You think you've got a big ego? I believe I have an ego, but I don't think I have a big ego, no. Would you asked me that last time, no, and the answer's still no. Would you consider yourself to be religious? See, now again, to be religious, you would have, that kind of goes back to the spiritual thing, where it's like, if you have to be spiritual, you have to be practicing it. So, I'm a Catholic. Do I practice my religion? No, I actually kind of don't, so... I mean, if we're looking at it in that sense, no. But if we look at it in terms of, do I have a religion? Yes, I do. So, if there was like an in-between, I would do that. But I'm going to kind of go with the idea that religious means you have a religion. So, yes, I am religious. Do you consider yourself to be temperamental? No. If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? But they didn't deserve it. I mean... If you had to kill someone to save your own life, but you knew they didn't deserve it, would you do it? Ooh, that's a toughie right there. Honestly, I don't think I could. Because they didn't do anything to deserve it. They're just using them as a scapegoat. Okay, and like, this is how I'm imagining this right now, okay? I'm imagining this as like a loved one. Someone saying, I mean, they may not be saying it in that context, but if someone told me I had to kill a loved one, I mean, because someone can be anybody. So I'm putting it in the loved one category. No, I would not do it. Because I would rather lose my own life than have to have the guilt of having killed someone that I loved. But I would also have the guilt of killing someone else, too. So that's another factor. No, I don't think I could. Interesting. But you never know until you're actually put into that situation, though, either. I can say all this stuff and be like, no, I wouldn't do it. But then when the time actually comes to act on that, would I actually still be able to do it? That's something that I can't say with 100% certainty. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Wow, you're getting deep now. It depends on the situation. You shoot a guy that tried to rob you. No, I don't think I would shoot a guy who tried to rob me. That's an interesting question, though. Would you sacrifice your own life for a complete stranger? Honestly, if I'm really thinking about it, literally, no, I don't think I would. But again, I'm not in that situation, so I can't say with 100%. Even more interesting. Have you ever been inside of a burning building? No, I actually have not, actually. Have you ever been to a funeral? Unfortunately, yes. They're not fun, either. If you could attend your own funeral before you died, would you take the opportunity to do so? Yeah, actually, I think I would. But that's before I died. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm curious to see what people would have thought about me and stuff. But I would have to be in like a back room or something like that, somewhere where no one can see me, and the coffin would have to be closed, because then no one will know if I'm in there or not. So yeah, I think I would. Just out of sheer curiosity, I would do it. You could see into the future, but you were told that it would only reveal the absolute worst of what's in store for you. Oh, excuse me, would you still look? No. Future isn't set in stone. Your future can be changed. But seriously though, was that help thing always there when we started this? So I don't remember. If you had the power to stop time, would you use it to do something you know you shouldn't do? Depends on what that something is. If we go back to that question, where we were talking about the bank, where I would have the ability to steal something and not get caught, yeah, I actually think I would, to be honest with you. If you had the power to remove one person from Earth, never to return again, would you use it? I don't know if I hate anybody enough to actually want to do that, so I'm going to say no. If I told you that I understand you better than you understand yourself, would you believe me? I wouldn't doubt it at this point. We've already done this twice already. Yes, actually I would believe you. If someone threatened to kill you, would your first response be to react in violence? Honestly, yes, actually, you probably would, to be honest with you. If a stranger stole money from you to support their drug addiction, would you forgive them if they apologized to you? Stupidly enough, yes, I think I actually would apologize to them. So, yes. If a family member said something nasty about you behind your back, would you confront them about it directly? It depends. Did I hear it? Did I find out about it? I would confront them privately, but I would confront them, so yes. If you had to eat raw squirrel brains for 3 days to stay alive, would you do it? No. If you woke up tomorrow and none of your family remembered who you were, would you choose to leave and start a new life? Ooh. If I could, I think I honestly would, yes. If a homeless man was clearly sick, freezing, and utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? Ooh. Okay, I wouldn't walk home naked. I would keep my underwear. He'd keep my pants and my shirt and stuff, but I'm keeping the underwear. Okay? We have standards here. And obviously they're freezing. But now, why would you do that? I mean, personally, I would take the guy home. I don't know why I would bring him home. But you know, you can't really trust that either. Cause you know, people do that for a living. They do. They pretend like they're homeless. They go out. They get donations from people, and then they go home and they go home and they're driving this goddamn Cadillac down the road. It's like, wait a minute, you're poor, and yet you got this Cadillac. How the hell? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this question right here. Clearly sick, freezing, utterly miserable in the rain, would you be willing to give him your clothes and walk home naked? No, I would not be willing to walk home naked because I just said I would keep my underwear. If someone accidentally hits you in their car, but you suffered no injuries whatsoever, you'd still be upset with them? Well, of course I'd be upset. They hit me with their car. I mean, I'd be glad I wasn't hurt, but I would definitely would give them a nasty look for sure. Have you looked for any hidden meanings or messages within these questions? No, but I am curious about that help that's behind you over there. That's what I'm more curious about at this point. Maybe you should have been. Why? Are you going to tell me what those hidden messages were? Because I don't think you are. Are you wondering if there's a deeper meaning to all this other than just simply asking questions after questions? Yes, actually, I am curious about that, actually. Miracles happen every day. Do you agree? Sure. I believe in it. Umbrellas aren't worth lugging around, and you don't mind getting rained on. Do you agree? Yes, I do. I'll go out in pouring rain and get soaking wet and carry an umbrella. Seriously, I've actually done that. Red is prettier than pink. Do you agree? Man, if you're watching this right now, you already know the answer to the question. You've already seen the red mic, the red chair, and the red gloves. So, yes, I do think red is prettier. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Not really. Eating in front of people can be awkward. Do you agree? No. We do it all the time. Rings used as a ceremony wedding gift are still outdated. Do you agree? Not particularly, no. Did you realize that the first letter of the last 6 questions, when combined, spells out the word murder? No, I did not. No. But when I go back to edit this later, like I did with the one with the Satan one, I'll probably be like, is it really true? Do you know why that is? No. Does that make you slightly uncomfortable? No, because I wasn't thinking about it. Are you going to start paying closer attention to what you may have gotten yourself into? Not really, no. Do you realize it's too late to turn back now? It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Yes, I do. I'm here. Okay, so we saw that twice now. It said, talk to me at first, and now it's saying, I'm here. What is all this? Do you hear someone in your room? no. I see random text coming up over there, though. That's a little concerning. Do you see shadows closing in? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? We're doing this live, so yes, actually, I do feel like I'm being watched. And I feel like I'm being judged at the same time. Do you... Yes. Did you look around your room a moment ago? Yes, I did. Do you like long walks on the beach? Yeah, actually, I kind of do, actually. Do you enjoy giving gifts to people? I don't do so much gifts anymore as I do gift cards. Yes. Have you ever felt like giving up on life? To be honest, yes, I actually have. Do you love your family more than you love yourself? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. Do you have a best friend who's clearly better than the rest of your friends? No. Do you think there's some kind of conspiracy behind the coronavirus? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. I hate to say that, but yes, I do. Do you believe that you're human? No, I'm a dog in a human body. Yes, I do. If you could turn invisible, but you could never be visible ever again, once you decide to use your power for the first time, would you ever use it? No, because then that means I would be alone. And being alone sucks. No. If you knew someone was about to rob a convenience store, but you knew that they were doing it to feed their family, would you stop them? No. If you were stranded on a remote island with a stranger, and you were both starving to death, you found a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them? Of course I would. It'd be selfish of me not to. If you could turn to an eagle for 1 year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person until that 1 year had passed, would you do it? I said I would want to fly. But that also means I have to be an eagle at the same time. I have to go ahead and actually... Yeah, I guess that is true. I mean, you could be invisible and wear the clothes and stuff like that, but still. Oh, I could be like the invisible girl in My Hero Academia. Ooh, that would be an interesting kind of thing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but yes, I would want to be an eagle. Yes. If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? Ooh, yes, I think I probably would. I would probably die, but hey, I gave it a shot, right? Because that's got to count for something, right? If you had to pick one basic food item to eat exclusively for an entire year, would you choose potatoes? No. If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still continue to eat pizza? Most likely no. Ugh. Just the thought of that just makes me go ah. If your best friend got bit in the If your best friend got bit in the genitals by a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, what would you do to save them? Well, first of all, I hope none of you guys get bitten in your genitals. Or even the women, for that matter. Hopefully no one gets bitten in their genitals, so I don't have to experience that. But honestly, I think I would probably put a needle in there and try to suck it out before that. But oh my god. Honestly, I'd be like, oh God, no. But I think with enough courage and psyching myself out, I would probably do it. Yeah. Was that question difficult to answer? Yes. Yes, it was. Thanks for putting me on the spot there, too, by the way. Do you feel mortal every day of my life? Do you enjoy loud music? Oh, yes, I do. But it's my music that I enjoy loud. I don't remember what I said. I've gone to concerts and stuff. I enjoy. Yes. Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Others. I guess I think I would feel awkward at first, but then I realized no one was judging me. I wouldn't care. So. Yes, I think I would for a little bit, but then I'd be fine after a while. Do you suffer from an anxiety disorder? No. Do you ever feel depressed? Yes, I have felt depressed before. You're not alone. Ah, thank you. Do you feel relaxed? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. I'm actually a little tired now that I'm actually thinking about it. Yes. Do you think you have a guardian angel watching over you? Surprisingly enough, yes, I do think so. Do you ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yes. A lot of these questions, I'm not going to lie, are repetitive from the original test. So, I mean, if you play the test, these answers are more or less, some of these answers are more or less the same. So, yes. I'm going to take special note of that one. Why? Is there a reason why you're going to take special note of that one? Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? Yes, I do. Do you wash your hands every day? No, actually I don't. Do you feel uncomfortable using public restrooms? No. Is winter your favorite season? You must be watching me now, because holy crap. If you asked me if you were watching me, I think at this point I would agree, because I feel like you literally purposely put that question in there. No. Do you know anyone named Josh? I don't know anyone at the... No, I don't know anyone named Josh. Unless anyone in chat's name is Josh and you haven't told me. I'm going to say no. Are you wondering why that last question is relevant? Not really, no. Are you allergic to any animals? I'm allergic to cats. Certain cats. Not all cats, but some cats I'm allergic to. Have you ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No, that's actually making my dick curl in and suck in. No. Have you ever been in love? Yes, but they weren't ever in love with me. Would you consider yourself to be artistic? I still say no to that. Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? Dominant in day-to-day life. Yeah, I really can't say for certainty, to be honest with you. I'm going to say no. Maybe yes? I feel like I'm dominating my own life in a good way. Okay, yeah, I'll say yes to that one. Do you feel that you've got too much time on your hands? No, not really. No one ever has a lot of time. I mean, I could die tonight. I could die during the stream. So, no, I don't think I got too much time on my hands. Can you be easily intimidated by others? If you'd have asked me that a few years ago, I probably would have said yes. But now I can probably say that I probably still get a little intimidated. But no, I don't think I do as much as I used to. Are you easily excitable? Oh, God, yeah. Do you enjoy solving complex problems? I do actually get a little bit of a thrill of trying to figure out a puzzle. So yes, I actually think I kind of do. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? No, not really. I'm yawning, right? I'm yawning again! Are you guys yawning out there? And I'm just sympathetically yawning with you? Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? Not at all. Do you trust easily? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an honest person? Yes. Have you ever told a lie? Now you're just making me contradict myself. Because then that means I'm not honest. But yes. Have you ever lied to your best friend? I don't think I've really had a best friend to lie to, so no. You ever lied to your family? Not majorly, but yes, I have. Have you lied about any answers during this question? I don't think so. Are you wondering what all these questions have to do with lying? Still a little bit, yes. This is all very useful information. I'm glad you think so. Are you a people pleaser? To some degree, maybe, possibly, yes. I mean, I'm not going to say people are not. What up, dude? I'm not going to say people aren't pleased when they're around me, so I'm going to say yes. Do you enjoy being the center of attention? No. Do you feel like you got a good sense of humor? Yes, actually, I kind of think I do. Do you frighten easily? No, actually, I kind of don't, actually. I'm starting to take that back. That's a little unnerving. Well, that was odd. I wonder what that was about. I don't know. But if you're scaring me right now, I mean, I'm getting a little uncomfortable here. I'm not scared yet. I'm afraid to push the button. I'm actually a little afraid to push the button right now. So I'm afraid that if I do, it's going to scare me. Okay, here we go. That's probably a good place for us to stop the simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the more... We're still going? Okay. This next set of questions will not be yes or no answers. The next portion of our session will be filled with various scenarios that put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Remember, the key to all of this is to answer honestly. Let's get started. Man, this game is going in a hell of a lot more depth than the other ones were, for sure. You're home alone. It's dark, and it's storming outside. All of a sudden, there's a knock on your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do you do? Grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon. Ignore the answer. Ignore the knocking and hope it goes away. Ask who is it, and wait. Boldly open your door and reveal what's on the other side. I honestly think I would grab the closest item that can be used as a weapon. Just in case. Very interesting choice. You met a homeless woman on the street. She asked you for money. You find it within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches asking if you could spare some change. What do? Tell the man you've got no change left to offer? Tell the homeless woman to share with him? Tell the homeless man to ask the woman for some of her change. Tell the homeless man that you'll get some more from somewhere. Honestly, I would just tell that there's no change left to offer. Seriously, I mean, I really would. Because if I just gave it to the woman, unless there was a bank right next door and I could literally go ahead and get money out right then and there, I would have to tell them I've got no change left to offer. Really now? Yeah, it wouldn't be something I'd be proud of, but both your mother and father fall incredibly ill to a life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents, and time is of the essence. What do you do? Oh, man. If I could, I'd split the medication between the two, even though they both may die. But I really, honestly could not pick one of them over the other. Because if I gave it to my father, I'd be sad that my mother died. If I gave it to my mother, I'd still be sad that my father died. So I love both of them very much. If I could save them, then I would try and see if I would give it to both of them. That doesn't surprise me. Good, I guess. Alright. You find a case of money tucked away inside of a dumpster. Inside, there's 10 solid gold bars and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial, there's a note that says the cure for cancer. What do? Turn the case into a professional entity so they can analyze it. Keep the gold bars, but give away the cure to cancer. Keep the cure to cancer, but give away the gold bars. Keep everything in the case for yourself to sell or use. Well, if I had to turn the case into a professional entity so they could utilize it, you and I both know damn good and well that the professional entity would just keep it a secret. While keeping the gold bars would be a good idea, there's not really much I can do with it, you know? I mean, unless there's some place I could give the gold bars to sell them, they're not of any use. Honestly, I would keep the cure for cancer, personally. And then I would see if I could try, and as long as people can keep a secret, I would actually try giving that cure out. Keep the cure. What a wasted opportunity. That may be a wasted opportunity for you. But if I had the opportunity to try and save people's lives, I think that would be more worth the bars. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't judge, but you're gonna judge, because that's the whole point of this game. You're stuck alone. Okay, I gotta drink something real quick. You're stuck alone inside of your house, and you're starving to death. You completely run out of food, and no one is coming to save you for weeks. The only potential source of food around you is your family of pets. What do? Kill and eat my pets so I can survive. Continue to starve along with my pets. Let my pets eat me so they can survive until help arrives. Dude, I can't even answer this question. I don't even know what the hell I would do. I mean, because in my head right now, I would not kill my pets. I continue to starve along with my pets. Attempt to cut meat from my pets and treat their wounds. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't think I would do that, because it's like you're hurting your pets to feed yourself. Let my pets eat me so they can survive until help arrives. That's a hard one. Honestly, I would still continue to starve along with my pets. I mean, because I'm not exactly a skinny person. So I feel like I could go for a couple weeks without food. I'm gonna go with that one. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Your neighbor's home is on fire. A blazing inferno among smoke emits from the windows. You hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around in sight. What do? Well, that would be a good thing. Start shouting for help and searching for someone nearby. Run to the burning home and try to rescue anyone you can. Walk away, there's nothing you can do. Honestly, I would do the first one. But there's something that I was thinking of while they asked this question. It's not really an answer that they would have had. But if there was a way that I could get a ladder to that house and they could get out through a window, I would do it. Or if they're on a lower level and if I had to break a window so they could get out, yes, I would do it. I wouldn't go into the house because that's just stupid. But at the same time, though, breaking a window open is not a good idea because you're letting air into the house, and that could cause potential for more fire. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the first one. I like that. I mean, it is the smart, practical thing to do. But I would still try and do something. I wouldn't go into the house, but I would still try and find a solution if I could. You're fast asleep in your bed when you're awoken by what sounds like a woman muffled cries from somewhere in your room. You quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do? I would look under the bed. Verbally call out and ask who's in your room. Jump out of bed and run out. I would look under the bed because I'm like, what the? I'd be that person to be like, what the hell is going on down there? A man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking down the street. He pulls a watch from his pocket and hands it to you. He claims that when the watch stops ticking, it marks the moment your time runs out on this earth. What do? Take the watch and thank him for the gift. Decline the offer for the watch and keep walking. Tell him he needs professional help to keep his distance. Tell him you already got 3 of them as a toy in your Happy Meal. Honestly, I would just take the watch and thank him for the gift and then get rid of it. Would you now? You're sitting at home, playing a game on your PC, when all of a sudden someone grips and squeezes your shoulder from behind. What do? Immediately jump up and turn around. Scream and stay still in terror. Spin around with a vicious elbow to whoever's behind you. Tell them to squeeze harder. You can use a nice massage. Man, if I knew who it was and they were doing that, I would definitely say give me a nice massage, but honestly, I would probably jump up and turn around. Yes. Ha! Liar. You're sitting in the bathtub trying to relax when a hand emerges from the water. What do? I jump out of the bath and run as fast as you can. I'm not even going to read the rest of them because I already know what the answer is. Give it a firm handshake. Yeah, that's what I would do. Clever. Thank you. You get out of bed and immediately fall down to a deep, dark hole. A man is standing above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches. What do? Scream for help, start lathering yourself in ocean. Tell him you got very sensitive skin and allergies. Ask if he'll come down and help apply the lotion. This is just a stupid question. A deep, dark hole. I would probably scream for help. Screw the guy. Good God. Smart choice. You're sitting at home alone, and all of a sudden your door slams shut. You see it before your very eyes, and you know that no one is home, and it couldn't have been a gust of wind. What do? Stay perfectly still and watch the door? Look for a weapon around the room immediately. Jump up and try to climb out the window. Run over to the door and open it. Okay, so this is actually something that actually happens in my apartment. Like, I don't know if you can see the bedroom door back there. You can probably see it a little bit. But when the door isn't entirely closed, when the air turns on, it actually pulls the door closed. I don't know why, but it does do it. I mean, I wouldn't run over to the door, but I would open it again, so yeah. I like that. Someone you've known for many years but have no attraction to tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. What do? Ask them out on a date. Who knows, what might happen. Tell them you're flattered but not interested. Tell them that you feel dating might ruin your friendship. Ask if they want to be friends with benefits. Why not? I'll give it a shot. I'll ask them out on a date. Who knows? Maybe something might happen. Ah, so you're one of those types. Sorry. Your dog starts randomly barking in the darkest corner of your living room. There doesn't appear to be anything there, but your dog insists on escalating to growls. What do? Try to calm your dog down by petting them. That's probably what I would do. Stand and stare at the corner to see if anything moves. Walk up to the corner and extend your hand to feel for anything. Walk out of the room and ignore immediately. Well, I would try to calm the dog down. Taking note of that. You see a massive spider in your room, the size of your hand. What do? Grab something bigger to smash it. Well, I guess we're moving. Burn the entire house down. So try to capture it alive for science. Well, I guess we're moving out now. Ha! Your closest family member tells you that they are a serial killer. What do? Tell them you don't want to know any more details. Turn them into the authorities. Ask them information so you can help them stay out of trouble. Try to convince them that they need help. I wouldn't want to know any more details. I see. If you found out that you only had one day left to live, what would you do? Do something insane, crazy, anything goes. Not tell anyone at all, just act as if nothing changed. Spend my time on my own away from... Yeah, that's what I would do right there. Because like I said in the last one, they would find out. They would know something was wrong. Alright then. If one of your pets started speaking to you and told you that they've got a dire warning that they're going to die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer, what do? Go lay down. I'm obviously way too... Give them all the ice cream they can handle. Don't give them ice cream. You're not going to fall for that one. Assure them that you'll protect them and they won't die. Give them all the ice cream they can handle. God bless you. But it's going to be vanilla ice cream. It's not going to be chocolate because chocolate is bad for pets. Oh, lovely. If all of a sudden you can start hearing other people's thoughts and the person next to you is thinking about mugging you and stealing your money, what do? Take preemptive action to beat them up first? Tell them you don't think mugging you is a good idea. Get away from them as quickly as possible. Ignore it. You don't know that you aren't just hallucinating. You probably get away from them personally. That sounds reasonable. Thank you. I thought so too. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. This game's already like twice the size of the last one. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone. They don't want to go to prison. What do? Help them hide the body, report them to the authorities, tell them that they're on their own, but you won't rat them out. Try to convince them to turn themselves in. Your best friend comes to you and tells you that they just accidentally killed someone. purposely killing someone and accidentally killing them? Yeah. I don't know if I'm just getting tired, if I'm just getting lazy, but personally, I think I'd help them hide the body. Aww. Thank you. You're driving in your car and you accidentally run someone over. You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is clearly detached from their body suggests that it's probably just wishful thinking. What do? Try to call your best friend and tell them that you don't want to go to prison. Turn yourself into the authorities. Drive away and hope nobody saw what you did. Try to hide the body yourself. I mean, I wouldn't turn myself over to the authorities, but I would definitely call them and tell them that I accidentally hit somebody. Fine. I'll admit it. I would do it. I mean, I would. You're pretty sure they're okay. But that whole head detached thing is kind of bleh. Fine, I'm watching you. Interesting how that played out. I think it's time to move on to the... Oh my god, this is still going? What is the next portion of our test? The following questions that shall be asked of you are would you rather style questions. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be, people. Not gonna lie. Imagine you've got a gun to your head and you absolutely must choose an answer. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we? Would you rather be loved by all or feared by all? Loved by all. Would you rather never get angry or never get jealous? Never get angry. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? My parents. Would you rather live in space or live under the sea? Space. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? To people who need them. Would you rather go to jail for 5 years for something you didn't do or get away with something horrible you did but always live in fear of being caught? I'll just go to jail for the 5 years. Would you rather work at a horrible job that you hate but retire comfortably in 10 years from now? Or would you rather have your dream job but have to work until the day they die? I can handle 10 years. Would you rather every shirt you'll ever wear be somewhat itchy? Or only be able to use one ply? I would rather have the itchy shirt because I can take the shirt off. Would you rather have skin that changes color depending on your mood, or have tattoos appear on your body that detect what you did yesterday? I'll take the color changing skin then. Would you rather shit every time... Oh, would you rather shit every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you see a dog? I'll take orgasm shit for $5,000. Yes. If your partner switched bodies with one of your parents, and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with one of them, would you rather have sex with your partner in your parent's body, or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just answer the question. Sex with my parents in my partner's body. Sex with my partner, I would do the... No. Sex with my partner in my parents' body. Sex with my parent in my... Yes, that's what I would do. That one had no bearing on your results. I was just curious. Well, fuck you. I think we've answered enough of these types of questions, as I'm sure you'd agree. Man, this particular thing has already been like about an hour and a half long already. I mean, we've been streaming this for about an hour 16. It's like 10 seconds behind. So this has already gone a lot longer than I think it should have. So yeah, I agree. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions, giving simple answers. We'll get started now. Out of the following options, what number do you like the most? Out of the following options, which color makes you feel more relaxed? Red. Out of the following options, which creature are you least comfortable around? Spiders, for sure. Spiders and scorpions, but spiders more so. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Oh, peanut butter. Yes, love it. Out of the following options, which do you personally value the most? Family. Out of the following options, which could you most live without? I don't know. Friends. Out of the following options, which statement is the most accurate? I'm brave, I'm caring, I'm smart, I'm attractive. I'm going to go with the I'm caring one. Out of the following options, which are you most afraid of? Living forever, losing my loved ones, dying alone, dying immediately after the test is finished. Losing my loved ones. We're almost finished, but I've got one final question to answer you. Do you fear death? Have you ever... Why are you answering that question again? No, I have not punched a nun. No. You really ought to try sometime. You can really take the edge off. Are you a nun? Because I'll punch you right now. Alright, we're done here. I'm through with you. Alright. Finally, thank you. I'm just going to calculate your results very carefully. I don't want to miss anything important. Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Aha! Here we go. All right, people. Let's see what this is all. Let's see what it's got for me this time. Based on what you've told me, I've come to a conclusion. This is what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder to happiness in your life. First and foremost, I like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Something that has such an incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing on this earth. And that, my friends, is the value of time. Time is the most valuable form of currency you will ever hold in life. You can spend time on anyone, doing anything, for any reason. Now, time can be spent, time can be wasted, and time can be taken away. But time can never be refunded. Time can never be earned back. And more time can never be gained. Imagine a bank account with all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Now, imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, I'm sorry, but you can't afford that. As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything ever again. We only have so much time, and we have no idea just how much or how little we truly have before our bank account runs dry. And the fact that we get to decide and choose what we spend our time on just shows you how truly special it is when someone spends their time on you. So now that we understand the incredible value of time, I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think how you'd be best spending your time in order to achieve what you need most at this current stage in your life. Let's see here. Okay, well, for starters, you're not what I'd call the most normal of individuals, and that is a damn good thing. You see, you're a survivor. You're the type of person who, when push comes to shove, would absolutely thrive and survive in a zombie apocalypse. Not only that, but you'd be everyone's best friend. Not because they'd want to be your friend necessarily, but more because they'd have to be. You have an absolutely ridiculous amount of value to bring to other people's lives. But the main issue here is we're not in a zombie apocalypse. We live a fairly normal life, normal, mundane life, and as special as you would be if the going got rough. Your true potential doesn't have much opportunity to shine in day-to-day life. So, how do we fix this? I'm glad you asked. For starters, we need to start seeking more thrilling adventures in life. Don't ever let fear stop you from pursuing epic adventures, because epic adventures is where you're going to thrive 10 out of 10 times, where many others will falter. My advice to you is to start investing more of your time seeking out different experiences that you've never been involved with before. If something makes you uncomfortable, do not shy away from it. Instead, just jump right into it head first and say yes. If you can master the art of being comfortable with being uncomfortable, an entirely new world of opportunity is going to open up for you. And you're going to be living life to its full potential while everyone else gets stuck in the mud. Once you figure this part out, you're going to be a hell of a lot happier in life, in happy life. And I think you can already feel the truth in that. I think you'll be very surprised at how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. I hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Your secret word is Savior, Survivor. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. If you left your secret word for us on the test or the horoscope, we've read your feedback, and it's helped us to conduct this project, as well as the third installment of the test that we're currently developing. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. So I've got, I think it was Order and Survivor so far. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments, and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave, and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. One more thing. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We've read every single review and comment left for us. We love the conspiracy theories behind the greater meaning of all this. And in the third and final installment of the test series, all will finally be revealed. But not a single person has been able to figure out what this entire experiment is all about yet. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings as it helps shape what we do as we work on future projects to bring the most emotion out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. Well, this one was definitely a lot more deeper than I thought the other one was, for sure. Because, holy crap. I mean, there were definitely a lot of, other games. Naked news. Offensive comedy. But yeah, this game was definitely a lot longer than the other one was. But I think it also touched on a lot more different. We made a list of names of those who have supported our prize along the way, and we will continue to extend this list. Would you like to see them now? One is yeah, sure, why not? Let's take a look at it. Thank you to our supporters. Blah blah blah. Friend computer. But it definitely like touched on a lot of different stuff. So I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think of it? I thought personally it was pretty good. But I think we're going to end this particular episode here. So we're going to still stay live, but for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And and again, like I said in the last one, links will be in the description below, so you can try it out for yourself. It's not an expensive game. I mean, we paid like $2.15 for this. So it's definitely worth your time. And you may actually feel a little better for it. But anyways, thank you to YouTube for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.